Yep. So what does that make the score right now? Is that 2-1
That
lit?
is 2-1 for LiT.
Okay. So, in our second gold match, we have in the orange trunks, spawning in the top left, the orange Protoss, JayRad. Did you notice I said orange twice? Because I said orange twice.
Yeah, you did. I wasn't going to say anything.
Don't worry, I got you.
In the bottom right, in the blue representing Born Gosu, it is Seireitei. Screw it. The Terran.
Seireitei.
Thank you. Seireitei. That's how. Yeah.
Seireitei. It's like Ray from CT6, except we call him Ray, and this guy is Seireitei.
Oh, that's a good way of looking at it, actually. Okay. Yeah, I can roll with that.
I took Latin for 5 years. I took Spanish for 4 years. The least I can, and I took Greek for 2 years. The least I can get out of that is being able to pronounce weird names.
Yeah, I took Spanish. I just finished up my 3rd year of Spanish, and it's well, high school Spanish, so you know, it's yeah, it stuck with me, but not the pronunciation of random stuff.
Castalas en español, ¿sí?
Un poco.
Un poquito.
Sí. And so, just fairly normal stuff coming out for both these players right now. Seireitei is banking a bit more, maybe possibly want to go for that expansion. It looks like he will. Yeah. He'll prove me wrong. Whatever he wants to do, JayRad's getting his expansion.
Yeah, well, no, he's getting this. He's just mining the mineral first, right? That's what you do.
Yeah, time.
Creo que necesitamos confusar el audience. Yeah.
Yeah.
I won't do that to Cyrex. I mean, he's already been complaining about my puns and my singing on stream, but I think I'm a good singer. I think my puns are glorious. So that is going to be a dead worker, and because that is a full wall off.
He did get the scout off of the reactor though, so not really giving him too much.
And of course, the reactor's
second barracks going down.
You know what would be crazy? A reactor cancel into Mass Reaper.
I like it. Let's do it.
It's gold. There's no guarantee that there's going to be a mothership core up in time, as I say that a mothership core is being made. But, you know, it would be pretty great.
Yeah. And so Reaper coming up into the main here for Seireitei. Screw it. That guy
Seireitei
has the Reaper coming in. Mothership core will pop out in time. May be able to get this one worker. It looks like he will, and should be able to get out nice and safe.
If anyone from Born Gosu and sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, it's all you.
If anyone from Born Gosu is in chat, can you confirm or deny that we are pronouncing Seireitei right? Just so we don't feel too bad about ourselves. And my StarCraft is dying. No, it's back. Okay, I'm good.
We do have the second gas finally being taken here for JayRad. A little later than you would normally see for Protoss, but considering that his tech is so much later than you would normally see as well, I don't think it's the biggest deal in the world. Worker transfer coming in for Seireitei into his natural base.
Transferring a bit too many though. Yeah, 14 out of 12. Actually, so what's interesting, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, no one knows how to pronounce Seireitei out loud. Great. Anyway, so what's interesting, right, is now someone did the math on Screddit a couple days ago. It is better, or someone tested. It is better to get it. Okay, it is better to transfer 8 workers. Right is your natural whatever, so your CC, your hatchery, whatever it is on a gold base is better to transfer 8 workers than it is 12. And you just saturate 4 extra. It gives you like 100 extra minerals in the long run.
Okay. Good to know. Learn something new every day in StarCraft. Love it. Looks like more gates being added on here finally for JayRad. Engineering bay coming down for
Seireitei.
Yeah. Stim coming out for him as well.
One thing I do like, if you notice the Widow Mine in the top left corner, any drop. It needs to be 2. Realistically, it needs to be 2 Widow Mines though, to catch any warp prism that comes in. As 2 Widow Mines just say, "Oh, there's a warp prism. They're raining pieces of warp prism."
Yeah.
It's like, you know, the Rains of Castamere, except instead of houses falling, it's like a floating house.
Sure.
that warps people in, that builds people. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll
Warp
roll with
prisms.
it.
How does one describe a warp prism?
Yeah. And Seireitei does have a fairly large lead here in terms of supply. He's up 11 workers and is up 5 army supply, which isn't 5 army supply isn't the biggest deal.
Oh no,
And
the 11 worker supply though.
yeah,
is
the 11
massive.
worker supply is huge, and especially considering a third base is going down for JayRad here. There will be a window where Seireitei will have a better. Looks like there was a pause there. Looks like there will be a window where Seireitei will have both better upgrades and possibly better army, depending on how well he utilizes his supply. Which, as I say that, he will get supply blocked.
Yeah, and he will. I mean, one other thing I do like is he really hadn't acclimatized himself to the fact that he is mining so many more minerals than normal, but he's throwing down more production. I would like to see like a couple more racks. Just like look, he's and probably CC like he's just banking like 1,000 minerals. He can't spend it all, even though he's producing from everything.
Yeah, I think an important thing for really anyone who's in the lower leagues is just to learn like whenever you have minerals, just like build a pylon or build a supply depot or whatever your race's thing is. Just build that and build production.
Unless you're Zerg.
Yeah, unless you're Zerg.
Well,
Don't build more hatcheries, please.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
If you're banking for a specific tech that you're waiting to come out, or if you're banking for a tech switch or something, yeah. Otherwise, yeah, build macro hatches. Macro hatches are good units. As I say this because they are not units.
Yeah.
However, so this looks like he's going to go into Chargelet Archon. Very hard of the Swarm-esque.
Yeah.
Chargelet Storm. And
looks like here.
JayRad is catching up in worker supply. And he's still mining a ton less. Just an absolute ton less.
Yeah, I would definitely like
what?
to see him transfer from his main to this third base.
I would.
Anyway.
I would too, yeah. About 8 workers. But one thing I will say, you know what doesn't matter? Supply when you're dealing with good storms.
Yeah. Against a player who if you don't split, then you could have as big of a lead as you want. If you stand into storms, you're gonna lose the fight 9 times out of 10, barring a giant lead or whatever.
I mean, you saw what happened in that ZVP earlier.
Yeah, you know.
Eventually, you keep throwing Hydras into it. It goes okay.
Yeah.
So despite this,
finally finishing up. Sorry, go ahead.
No, good. Despite this dramatic worker lead, it's still 10 at this point. The army is roughly similar. However, we do have +1 attack for Seireitei, but again, storms are greater than attack upgrades.
Yeah, I think
all really depends on how it works out.
A big thing for Seireitei in terms of this money just keep going up is he just doesn't have. He's just not spending the money. Just like he's now building 3 supply depots at a time. I think he could honestly just have those workers constantly just queued to build more.
So as I understand it with Terran Macro, actually, what you want to do is you just have, once you hit, I want to say it's three bases, you just constantly have 3 workers building supply depots. So they build 3, they build 3, they build 3, they build 3. And as we talk about building supply, we have Terran moving out on even supply.
And he does have a nice job with the observers scouting that. So he does know it's coming, but he will be at arguably inferior upgrades. But with Storm, he might be able to get some good trades here. And here's the fight.
Okay, so here we do. There's a reason this style went out of. Oh, he stormed his own units. No. So this is the reason why this style went out of fashion in HOTS. Is because Widow Mines really destroy it.
Yeah.
However, storms were decent, but now there are no Templar left. Okay, there's 1 Templar left, but how many storms does that Templar have? It has none.
Yeah, one adept over here getting a little bit of work done. Not really anything too major.
And I mean, JayRad does have has a bank. Yes, he has a large bank. I would like to see him just.
I think JayRad could definitely.
Oh,
that was okay.
Only 3. Okay, could be worse.
JayRad A needs to clean that up, and B, I think he could definitely afford to get more.
Well, Incoming.
I don't. No.
Incoming. Yep.
Okay. I
That's
think he
only
could
two.
definitely afford to get more gateways. Because right now he has 2 gold bases if he's saturated at both. So just a huge amount of mineral income and and comparatively very little gateways.
Well, as you talk about
5.
gateways,
Yeah, 5 going down there. I like that choice. Good on you, JayRad.
however, so what is important to note is he is not mining gas from all of his bases, and Charge Lot Templar needs gas because Templar take a lot of gas. So I mean, yeah, he needs to be filling in with all of these zealots. And one thing I find interesting, so the hot style, you got armor with the zealots because zealots were just there to tank and occupy the Terran while storms rain down hell upon them. But he got attack instead, so I guess he's just kind of banking on it happening. So we do have, we do have equal, well, not equal supply, but we do have a large, kind of scary army.
Yeah, and here's
I don't see any. Well, no Widowmines or burrows.
Shield there.
Okay, good storms.
Yeah, and these Archons
these
getting right on
Widowmines,
top of this bio.
Very good storms, though. I mean, it's not enough. I don't think it's enough, though. Yeah, not now with Liberators.
Yeah, barely not enough.
Hey, JayRad, I think you're in the wrong expansion. As much as it's interesting to see this style brought back, Liberators. So you want to know what one thing Immortals are really bad against?
Liberators.
Yes. They're almost okay. They're slightly worse against Broodlords than they are against Liberators, but not by much.
Yeah, and so now like JayRad briefly considering continuing that aggression, but that's not a wise choice, JayRad. You need to go home. And he has a lot of
Templar, no.
Does make zealots out of him. I'm not sure he's able to get enough in time here.
I mean, he has this 13k mineral bank, and his it looks like most of his gates are off of cooldown, right? Yeah, all his gates are off of cooldown, so he could be warping in a lot of zealots, and at the very least, I mean, zealots do a lot of damage. There was a time in the beta where they were ridiculously overpowered. They did like 20 extra damage a hit when they charged, and you were just like, oh,
yeah,
I didn't want that army anyways.
I miss the beta sometimes.
I don't at all. Even though Zerg was very imba for parts of it, I don't know. I played HOTS until Legacy released.
I did too. I absolutely enjoy what we have now more than I think honestly than the game ever has been for me. It's
a ton of fun.
And,
even if I do go 3-13 today. Anyway, so we have a large drop coming in.
This four medevac drop and 2 liberator is arriving at the same time. JayRad is arriving across the map, so we might go into base trade here.
And of course, you gotta favor the Terran in the base trade, as well.
Absolutely.
They're Terran. Okay, target the thing down. Target the liberator down, please.
At the Protoss base, we have the Seireitei's army targeting down this nexus. We have 2 Widowmines scurrying across the map to try and assist his brethren.
Liberators down.
Looks like the Warp Prism is going to get picked off by these Liberators. There isn't a more Archon that could save it. Looks like he's going to try.
Archons, I believe.
The Zealots are breaking down the wall right now and just running amok. Meanwhile, this Terran bio is still alive and just doing work. It's taking out all the production, and it might take out these upgrades, but the Warpins are pretty good.
One thing to note, though.
Yeah.
They are on even workers at this point, and if JayRad can take out the Liberators, right? If he can take the Liberators out, he's going to be in a really good spot. However, that's hard, and his base is slowly getting destroyed, and of course the Terran's always going to tie base trade, right?
Yeah.
As JayRad does not have the money.
He has money to make. He doesn't
make anything flying.
Yeah, not anything to make anything flying, and not anything to make a nexus.
Well, he does have a nexus building in the bottom left.
Now, yeah.
I mean, honestly, I just want to see a proxy pylon and like 1 Phoenix.
That would be hilarious.
No, I mean, like that's what you got to do, right?
Yeah, that would work. Yeah, no, like it would absolutely would work. And yeah, so like both mains are getting cleared out here. One advantage is that JayRad does have this little nest of High Templar in his own natural. So whenever when Seireitei's army pushes down, it's gonna be a reckoning.
That is like 10 storms.
Yeah.
So, oh, actually, no. If he just feedbacks, all the medevacs are dead, and he wins the base trade, right?
I think so.
Yeah, all the medevacs have
ability to be able to kill the army, which would lead to winning the base trade.
All of the medevacs have over 150 energy, which means they just die.
Yeah. Both main bases finally cleaned up here, and JayRad is setting his sights on a fairly well-defended third base here with that planetary fortress. Meanwhile, the storms are finally going to come into play here. They move forward.
Oh, no, that's not what you wanted. Just feedback them. Feedback the medevacs, please.
He's stacking the storms.
Okay.
And good. They're okay storms, but these...
No.
Oh, it does have to force an Archon. And it looks like they will get cleaned up. Very unfortunate there. Meanwhile, his main army is trying to trade with this planetary fortress, which could be getting repaired right now, but doesn't. So that base does fall. Meanwhile, the one base where JayRad's one remaining not node base that is absolutely known because it got flown over, and I forgot, is now getting landed upon by production facilities.
And the problem we have right now is, so JayRad actually has some semblance of it. He actually has a decent income, right? I just...
No.
Okay. This is one way to kill this base. I'm going to land, and I'm going to build Marines. I'm going to kill your base.
If you can get unsupply blocked, it'd be a very cute little thing.
So this base is going to go down. Not even lifted.
So one base with 2 probes mining some gases up, as well as one full oversaturated mineral line. And then there is one more Nexus building at the position of the standard third for Seireitei.
Yeah.
So this game's
there we go. Okay, he put it in the wrong spot, but that would have been very nice. Okay, so he's getting a starport or Stargate, excuse me, and that's honestly all he has to do to win this game, as he has enough money to get a Phoenix, and he gets a Phoenix. He's like, okay, great. You have a Liberator. You have one Liberator. My ground army beats your ground army, right? I think the ground army beats the ground army.
I think so. I think you're right.
But he just needs
time. Yeah. Like JayRad doesn't have a cybernetic score.
No, he has a cyber core, doesn't he?
No, it just got picked off.
It
again.
Did?
Yeah.
Well, we have Phoenix coming in, which is good.
Yeah.
And
looks like JayRad will be able to close this out unless Seireitei can get a very good engagement here.
He just needs to not fight into that zone. No, okay.
Ooh. Yeah,
he can't afford to go into the zone. Okay, now he's got the Phoenix. Oh, no.
He needs every unit he can here. And he has these warp gates here. I think he got the warp when I wasn't looking.
Okay, yeah, this Phoenix needs to dance for its life.
There is one probe heroically taking down this.
No, okay, that is an Artosis pylon.
Yeah,
and that's a dead Phoenix.
Not good. That is not ideal for our Protoss player here. He's gonna come out around and build another one, but
he gets a.
Seireitei has the advantage.
I mean, honestly, if he gets a cyber core, he gets a mothership core.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I mean, just pull probes.
Yeah, he's losing the workers right now. The Archon, like the engagement's coming now, but there's so many medevacs.
Well, I mean,
he's baiting the army into this liberation zone, and the zealots are going to get
I think he should have taken that actually. Yeah. There are no more Marines.
Yeah, no more Marines, no more anything.
There we go.
The entire army, and it's getting picked off. Now we could see Seireitei lift off and make the game go on longer, but this is game over.
I mean, we have a couple Widow Mines.
Yeah, there are 3 SCVs out here that could build something, but honestly, I don't see Seireitei winning this game, and I think it's fair to say that. What a weird game.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, there's an observer out.
JayRad has
sees
a
the
mining
base.
base. He wins the tie if it's forced.
Well played from JayRad. Really, I did not think he was going to win this base trade.
Yeah, I think
As
one of the major keys that turned to this match was not repairing Seireitei not repairing that planetary fortress at his third base. Because if he had repaired that, then that base doesn't die. He keeps having income, and most of that army probably would have died for JayRad.
and of course we have the most gold thing happening as void rays are now being produced.
Yeah. Oh, this is unfortunate.
This is
One's
what you
played
do
well.
when you've lost a base trade, and you really don't want to admit that you've lost a base trade.
Yeah, well, because losing a base
Oh.
trade, losing a game like this, and going back to your team is really, really sad. It's like, well, I lost in base trade. Sorry, guys, and it sucks to lose like this.
And while
And,
we have that final
running the
SCV
wall.
has been found, that final supply depot
And
has been
that's
found.
Game.
That is very much. What a game, though!
Yeah,
I did not
that
think LiT was going to take that.
well played from both players.